Dumelang, dumelang. Um, for this one here, I just gave you guys solutions without actually showing you how to mark the entire thing. And this is how you will get marks from all of those, all right? Um, I tried to make it simple, instead of me asking you all the journals, after asking you all the journals, you still have to prepare the either the debtor's ledger or the creditor's ledger. So here I just ask all the journals separately and the creditor's ledger separately and the general ledger separately so that you don't have to think about a lot of things at the same time. Yeah, this is my way of making sure that you get maximum marks, okay? Let us move on to the biggest section. This is the biggest section for grade 9 because we've been doing this the entire year. That is why it'll be the biggest section of your exam. It's, well, I don't know why I wrote classwork 3 there. It's supposed to say question 3, okay? Okay, so this will be question 3. It's just a combination exercise, same as the one that we did in classwork. And you just have to remember what each journal is meant for. In the cash receipts journal, we only record money received. Cash payments, I said money received. Cash payments, we record money paid out. Debtors journal, we record any goods that we sold on credit. Goods sold on credit, that is credit sales, will be recorded in the debtors journal. When debtors return goods back to us, we record it in the debtors allowances journal. So it's when debtors return goods to us or when debtors ask for a reduction of the purchase price, which is just a rebate or refund, which is just a reduction of what we sold the goods to them for, or they are asking us to take into account the discounts that we did not subtract from the selling price when you sold goods to them. So all of that will be recorded in the debtors allowances journal. In the creditors journal, we record transactions when we buy anything on credit. When we buy on credit, credit purchases will be recorded in the creditors journal. Creditors allowances journal, we record transactions that result in us returning any item back to the creditor. When we return, we are the ones that are returning items to the creditor. That transaction will be recorded in the creditors allowances journal. Did I say all the journals? Yes, that's all the journals because I told you that I will not ask the petty cash journal because it's quite easy. It's quite simple. You just needed to understand what is going on there, and that is all. Okay. As I said, credit sales debtors journal, credit sales debtors journal, cash sales, cash receipts journal, credit card sales, credit card sales. Credit card, when a person buys from us using a credit card, I have emphasized this so many times, and the people that think that when a person buys anything from the business with a credit card, it goes to the debtors journal. No, guys. When a person buys items from us using a credit card, it is not a credit sale. That person is buying those items for cash from us, okay? That person is owing the bank, and their relationship or whatever they negotiated with the bank is none of our business. But when they come to our business and they swipe that credit card, it's a cash purchase. and we are receiving money, and we'll record that in the cash receipts journal. And that's where a lot of you confuse the two. Credit sales and credit card sales, those are two different things. Credit card sales is cash, and credit sales is when a debtor buys from us on credit or basically on account. You got that? Let's do the first transaction. The first transaction says that the first transaction says that we received a loan for 50,000 from ABC Bank for 3 years at an interest rate of 15% per annum, receipt 02. So that is receipt that we issued. So we received a loan. Now, this is where people just get confused a little bit. When we receive a loan is us borrowing money from somebody else, and we end up owing that person. So the fact that we're borrowing money, guys, it doesn't mean that we are buying on credit. We are borrowing money. We are not buying on credit. There's a difference between the two. When we buy on credit, it means we are taking the item that we bought and we are not giving the supplier or the wholesaler money. So we bought on credit. So we owe that person because we took items on credit. A loan is different. We are borrowing money, meaning that when we borrow money, guys, we are receiving that money. So it does not go to the CJ, it goes to the CRJ. We are receiving the money. We are receiving the loan. Even though we end up owing ABC Bank, but we received money, not items, not goods, not equipment, but we received money. If we received items like packing material, stationery, goods, which is trading stock, and we did not pay for them, that transaction will be recorded in the creditors journal. But here we are receiving money. We are not receiving an item. We are not buying an item on credit. We are receiving money. We are borrowing money from the bank. Okay? Now, the fact that we are receiving this money, and it says it there, received a loan. When you receive a loan, it means if you give me a loan, guys, I'm getting money. You are loaning me money. You are lending me money. So I will receive that money. And when I receive that money, because I said when I started, any money received will be recorded in the CRJ. So this transaction will be recorded in the CRJ. This transaction will be recorded in the CRJ because we are receiving money. Even though you didn't know that it will be recorded in the CRJ, the fact that they said receipt 02, that gives it away that it must go to the CRJ. Guys, we have done this so many times in a lot of examples. Someone asked me, but what about the interest? What about interest? Guys, I didn't teach you anything about interest. So that 15% interest, I will show you when you get to grade 10, when you have chosen accounting, as to how we record that. Here, you just record what you need to record, which is us receiving the money. Now, when we receive that money, we are going to record it in the CRJ. So I'm going to go to the CRJ, right? It's a document for this one will be a receipt 102, meaning that it was not a direct deposit into our bank account. Day was the first. Details, we received that money from ABC Bank. Because we issued a receipt, it will be recorded. Can I just correct this quickly? Okay, it's receipt A102. Receipt A102. It is not just 102. It is receipt A102. 102. That is why there I wrote it as A102. Under analysis of receipts, I will have 50,000. Because this is the only thing that happened on the first, I will underline and take the amount to the bank. It's money that I received for a loan. So because it's money that I received for a loan, it'll go under sundry. And there I will write loan, semicolon, and then you will write ABC Bank. We good? Great. Easy, right? Let's go to the second one. It says on the fourth, cash sales. Cash sales. Cash sales means we sold goods for cash. Even worse than, guys, they told you it's a cash register roll. Now, a register roll, and they also tell you it's CRT01. Guys, so many clues. A register roll, we only use it when we sell goods for cash. And when we sell goods for cash, it means we are receiving money. We are receiving money. So that 14,800 will be recorded in the CRJ because we are receiving money. Okay, deal with one transaction at a time. Now, how do I record it in the CRJ? Because we sold goods, our source document won't be a receipt. Instead, it will be CRT1. The day will be the 4th. It's basically cash sales. Under analysis of receipts, you'll put 14,800 because that's what we received. We received the selling price of the goods. Underline and take it straight to the bank because it's the only transaction that has to do with cash received. Under sales, you will record 14,800, which is the selling price of these goods that were sold. Now we miss it, cost of sales. How do we calculate cost of sales? You will take the 14,800 multiply it by 100 and then divide it by 100 plus markup. Let me go back and see what my markup was. The markup percentage here is 100%. So I'm going to divide by 100 plus markup. Hundred plus markup, so it'll be 100 plus the markup percentage, which is also 100. So if the markup percentage was 50, it was going to be 100 plus 50. We good? Basically, this is us dividing this by 100 plus 100. How much is that? It is 200. It will be 200. So 14,000 times 100 divided by 200, how much do we get? 14,800 multiplied by 100 divided by 200. It gives me 7,400. And that's what our cost of sales value will be. If you don't know how to calculate cost of sales, I did include it and just go to podcast, and under podcast, look for calculation of cost of sales. And that's where you will find all these calculations about cost of sales. I'm looking for it quickly so that you know what I'm talking about. Guys, everything that you did this year will be examined. All the journals, calculation of cost of sales will be there. The theory will also be there, okay? And analysis of transactions, i.e. the accounting equation. I did show it in yesterday's video as to how I will ask that, okay? And I get people asking me, so will the exam be exactly like this handout here? No, guys, it will not be exactly the same. I'm just guiding you to show you how this is just a past paper. I'm using last year's paper basically. So this year's paper won't be exactly the same as last year's paper, but the concepts will be the same. As I always say, guys, I focus more on making you understand and not memorize, okay? If you're trying to memorize accounting, unfortunately, guys, you will struggle with accounting. You need to understand what you're doing. Remember this table here. Where I will give you sales, cost of sales, and the markup, this table over here. I do have a video for this. Guys, especially for those that are going to choose accounting, please know this table by heart because it's very, very important, okay? And the things that you are learning this year, guys, they might come out. They actually not they might, they will come out in grade 10. And I won't go through this, okay? You need to remember this. You need to know what you're doing. Don't memorize. Know what you're doing. Okay? And accounting will just be easy for you as long as you understand the concepts. And most students will be saying, but when you do these journals, it's quite easy. Yes, it is. It doesn't look easy. It's not easy because I'm doing it. It is easy. Guys, how easy can it be? When you receive money, it goes to the CRJ. You just have to read the English, understand the transaction, and ask yourself, am I receiving money? If you're not receiving money, it's not coming to the CRJ. Ask yourself, am I paying money? If you're not paying money, it can't go to the CPJ. And what if you sold goods on credit? Sold, credit sales, sold goods on credit. It goes to the DJ, debtors journal. When a debtor returns goods to us, it means it goes to the debtors allowances journal. When we buy goods on credit, when we credit purchases, know that credit purchases and credit sales are not the same. Credit sales is when you buy, when you sell on credit. Credit purchases is when you buy on credit. Two different things. When you sell on credit, it goes to the DJ. When you buy on credit, it goes to the CJ. When a debtor returns goods to us, they return goods to us, it goes to the DJ. When we, as the business, return, that's why it's very important to read and know who you are. For instance, here, the most important thing that you needed to know is that we are ZZ traders. We are ZZ traders. That's who you are. So whatever you do here, you do it on behalf of ZZ traders. Okay? We good? You got it? All right. Let's move on to the next one. You see? That's why I'm saying, guys, it's easy, this thing. This thing is easy. Read the next one. Where do we record it? Exactly, DJ. Why DJ? Do you see? It has to do with, you just need to know what goes to each channel. And guys, we did this thoroughly when we started this year. When we introduced CPJ, CRJ, every journal that I introduced, I always went back to remind you of the journals. Why does this go to the CPJ? There's nothing that says credit sales there, but how do we know that it goes to the DJ? It's because they said we sold goods. This is not enough to tell us where the transaction goes. If they say for cash, it goes to the CRJ. What gave it away is on credit. The fact that it's on credit, it means it goes to the DJ guys, and then they level it up. Okay. Just like Sierra, they just leveled it up and they said it's an invoice. An invoice is a source document that you issue when you sell goods on credit or that you receive when you buy goods on credit. So whenever you see an invoice, it either goes to the DJ or it goes to the CJ. It goes to the DJ if we are the ones issuing because it means we sold on credit. But here they didn't say issue, but the fact that they said we sold on credit, we know that this invoice was for credit sales. You got it? Now in the DJ, this is the DJ. This is the journal. Under invoice number, as it gives it away, you just write the invoice number, which was D381. The day is the 4th. The data was B Baloi, the witch. All right. And the sales, you've got 1,920. The problem is cost of sales. It goes back to what we did again. We have to calculate cost of sales. Sales are at 100 and no, they're not at 100. I missed it there. Okay, sales are at 200. Sales are at 200% and cost of sales are at 100. Okay, cost of sales will always be 100% of what you bought. What you bought, guys, for 100%, you're going to add a percentage to it to sell it at a higher price. Here you added 100%. So the selling price of an item is basically including the markup. So since the markup, question is, how did I get that 200? It is just 100 of the cost price of the item. You added the markup, which is the profit that you want from selling this product. That's how we got the 200. It's 100 plus the markup. The other 100 here is what we call MU. MU is for the markup. Okay. Fortunately, next year I'm going to have my first group from grade 9 because what I did with grade 9s, with my grade 11s, with my grade 12s from last year, I actually had to do it in grade 10. But this year, next year actually, will be the first time that I actually teach accounting to students that I actually taught accounting in grade 9. And that's why I said, guys, in the next 3 years, if the School of Accounting doesn't get to the top, then I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong profession. Okay. We need to be on top, guys. We need to be the best accounting school, not just in the East Rand, in the whole of Houghton, guys. It needs to happen. Okay. Now back to this over here. The reason why I'm raising this is because most of them, they ask me, but in grade 10, why did we do the debtors journal and all the journals only for us to learn more about financial statements? And they don't understand that everything starts with the journals. It starts with the source document. It's a source document because it's a proof that transaction happened, and then you take it to the journal. From the journal, it goes to the general ledger. From the general ledger, it goes to the pre-adjustment trial balance, and then you have adjustments. You're going to have your income statement, your statement of financial position, your cash flow statement, and everything else. But the source, when you start auditing as an auditor, guys, you start with the source document, the inception of the transaction. That's why it's very important for you to know this. That's why I'm emphasizing it in grade 9. We will never do these again. Okay, in grade 10, we just adding one more journal and then we're done with this, and then we're gonna go get into financial statements. The core of accounting. But if you don't have those basics, you will be lost. I don't know about found. Okay, we are missing cost of sales. So guys, I've got sales, which is 1,920, which is my sales value. I want cost of sales, which is 100. And then I've been given sales, which is at 200. Multiply by what you want and divide by what you have. And this will give me cost of sales amount amounting to 960. Done. We good? Okay. I'm done with that transaction now, guys. Okay. I'm done with that. Now moving on. Okay. So I will do this and I will do that. Okay. That's it. On the 7th, it says, bought the following from KK suppliers. Okay, when we buy something from anybody, guys, we can't conclude. When we buy, it goes to the cash payments journal if we bought it for cash, or it goes to the CJ if we bought it on credit, because we are buying an item. The following, it's merchandise, it's trading stock, and packing material. So we bought those. Question is, did we buy them for cash or did we buy them on credit? We bought them for cash. Oh, well, guys, please rewind. Rewind if you said we bought them for cash. Because I told you, immediately when you see invoice, it means it's either we sold on credit or we bought on credit. Had they said by EFT, that is CPJ, or by direct deposit, that is CPJ, because money is going out. Here it's an invoice. An invoice, it's when you are either buying on credit or you're selling on credit. And the fact that they said the source document is an invoice here, it means it goes to the CJ. Okay, how much did we buy these items for? You're going to add these two. 3,220 plus 560, it'll give me 3,780. I'm applying my grade 3 math here. Okay, units plus tens plus hundreds plus thousands. That's what I did. Okay, so I'm getting that I bought goods worth 3,000. I bought items worth 3,780. 3,220 of that was trading stock and 560 of that was packing material. And these two are recognized differently, okay? So when I record this in my CJ, which is my creditors journal, I will write the document number, which is C209. The day will be the 7th. And the creditor was KK Suppliers. Under creditors, I will write the total amount that I bought the goods for, which is 3,780. Of this 3,780, 3,220 goes under trading stock, and the 560 goes to packing material. But I don't have a column for packing material. So where am I going to record that 560? I am going to record it under sundry as what? As packing material. Now you're getting smart. All right, smarties. Let's go to the next one. You might have missed this, but they said, this one, guys, gives it away. It says paid. Immediately when you see that, guys, relax. We are the ones that are paying, okay? First of all, you need to read carefully as to who is paying, okay? Because sometimes they'll say paid whatever by the customer. That means it goes to the CRJ. Here we are the ones that are paying for transport costs, and we paid by EFT, which is, guys, I always say this to grade 12s that 50% of accounting is English, 40% is maths. I know I always change my percentages. 10% is accounting. If you read the English, guys, you should be on point. Okay, so this will be recorded in the CPJ. But here is a question. When we record it in the CPJ, do we record it as trading stock or do we record it as transport cost? If we paid for transport to deliver trading stock to the business, it'll be recorded under trading stock. But here they didn't specify because it was for delivery of merchandise and packing material. So that 90 rand, we won't include it under trading stock. Instead, we'll include this as transportation cost. Let's go to the CPJ. All right, you could have written in the CPJ, you can actually write EFT or BS. Is totally up to you. And I decided to write bank statement, but you could have written EFT number there. The day was the 7th, and we paid this to KK suppliers. Okay. And the bank will have 90, but we can't include this under trading stock. If it was only the transportation costs incurred to transport trading stock, only merchandise, we were going to record it under trading stock. But because it was the transportation cost to transport both trading stock and packing material, I will include that under sundry as transportation cost, okay, or just transportation. We good? I hope you guys take notes. Don't just read there when they say we paid 120 to transport trading stock from the supplier to the business, and then you go to sundry because you have memorized it. Don't memorize. Rewind this and listen to what I said carefully. If it was just to transport merchandise or trading stock, we were going to record it under trading stock. But because here it was for the transportation cost of trading stock and packing material, we'll include it under sundry. And understand that it's transporting trading stock from the supplier to us. That's why we include it as an expense. What if it was transporting trading stock from us to the customer? That is a delivery cost, guys. So we are going to put it under transportation cost. Even though we are transporting trading stock, but it's not to us, it is to the customer. So that is just transportation cost, and it won't be included under trading stock. So it'll only be included under trading stock if it was the cost of transporting trading stock from the supplier to the business, to us, ZZ traders. Okay? Kodwa, let's continue. All right. On the 10th, it says credit card sales. You see? I spoke about this right at the beginning. Credit card sales, where do we record them? It goes to the CRJ, guys. CRJ. I don't know why people disconnect accounting from reality. Like, ask your dad right now and your mom right now to go and buy anything from Woolworths or anywhere using their credit card. Let's say they go to Woolworths to buy that favorite ice cream of mine and soft sponge cake, vanilla. Okay, remember, guys, my birthday is on the 12th of December. It's quite close anyway. I'm not saying you must do anything. I'm just saying, but let's say they go and buy at Woolworths using their credit card. Are they going to owe Woolworths? No, they are not going to owe Woolworths. So why is it that when I say here credit card sales, we sold goods on credit? Why do you say we sold goods on credit? Did I sell goods on credit? Credit card sales means people came to me to buy goods. We are ZZ traders. They came to us to buy goods using a credit card. So we sold goods to them and they paid us using their credit card. It doesn't mean we sold goods on credit. Just because you sold credit, you memorized this. Oh, because it's credit card sales. Credit card. You missed the card part. and you cut it short, you take it straight to the DJ. It can't go to the DJ, guys, because it means the customer, we sold goods to customers, but they paid us using their credit card, which is cash. You got it? All right. How do we record this? We are going to record it in the cash receipts journal. So we'll have CRT2. The day will be the 10th. And under details, you will have sales. And the analysis of receipts, because it's credit card, guys, credit card sales, they don't go under analysis because credit card, it means when a person swipes, the money goes straight into our bank account. And under sales, we will have 5,060. Under cost of sales, we have to do that calculation where we take the 5,060. Okay, 5,060. You multiply it by 100. And then you divide it by 200. And what do we get here? So under cost of sales, we will have 2,530. Easy, right? I know. Let's go to the next one. It says that a data, which is a Adams, okay? We've got a data here, and their name is A Adams. A Adams owes us 120 and is insolvent. I discussed this a lot. Insolvency means that you can't, that's when we started. Probably most of you forgot about this. Insolvency is when your assets are not enough to cover your liabilities. Okay, so when your liabilities are more than your asset, they say you're insolvent. It's when you're unable to pay back your creditors or whoever you owe. You're unable to pay them back. So basically, A. Adams here can't pay us back because he doesn't have money. He has more debts than assets. That's why I said to you guys, when you speak to your parents, encourage them to buy assets that will generate money. If your parent or your mom or your dad takes a loan and they're going to pay that loan over 5 years, they must take that loan and buy an asset that will last for 5 years. Guys, behave like an accounting student even when you're an old. You can't take 100,000 loan to buy a Gucci, what's that ugly shirt? Gucci shirt, and the other one, what's the other one? Fabiano. No. Will Fabiano last you for 5 years? No. So you need to take, when you take a loan, you need to make sure you buy an asset that will last you for the duration of the loan. So if you take a 5-year loan, you rather buy a car because it'll last you for 5 years. And that car, as you drive it to work, is generating money for you. My point is, guys, be smart, outsmart the bank. Take the loan, buy something that will generate money for you for the duration of the loan. You use whatever money you're generating from this thing, and then you use that money to pay back the loan. At the end of the loan, you've got this thing that you can still use to generate more money. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, you understand. Get a distinction now in grade 9 and then get to grade 10. By the time you get to grade 12, it'll make sense. So now they said, I don't care, guys. Sometimes you must act stupid, okay? I don't care about this person being insolvent. All I care about is this here. Immediately when I see that, I get excited that it goes to the CRJ. That's all I care about. I need to know, is this going to the CRJ, CPJ, DJ, DAJ, or CAJ? That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. And they said, we received an amount of 40 cents, okay? Yeah, but sir, you didn't teach us 40 cents. Guys, 40 cents is the same as 0.4, which is the same as 40%, guys. So you're going to just take that 1,120 and multiply it by 0.4. It's 120. So for every 1 rand that this person was owing, we only received 40 cents, meaning that we did not receive the 60 cents. So you're going to just take this and multiply it by 0.4. 40 cents is the same as 0.4. Or you can simply say it is the same as, you can just take that and multiply it by 40 cents is the same as 40%. Okay, just multiply it by 40%. Let's see how much we get, because I have to be thorough here. I don't want people making mistakes. Okay, so you're going to take 120, you multiply it by 40, and then you go to your calculator, you press shift, and then you press the percentage, it'll give you the value, which is 48 rand. That's how much we received. I don't care about the balance being written off. This is for those accounting students that choose to, that will choose accounting next year. It's not my problem this year. I don't care about being an accountant. I don't care about making money. I don't care about the status of accountants living nice life, making money, and making, basically they run the economy, these guys. They run big companies. I mean, I told you guys 40% of CEOs of companies listed at JSE are chartered accountants. Look at the CEOs of FNB. Most of them are chartered accountants. So if you don't want to make money, obviously, if you don't want to choose chartered accountants, you don't want to make money. Okay, please just remember what I said. Passion doesn't put food on the table. Remember me, guys, okay? I chose to be a teacher instead of being a chartered accountant. Now, what we do here, I don't care about that. All I care about is the money that I receive, which is that 48 rand. Where will I record that 48 rand? It goes to my CRJ, JGANMS, right? So we're going to have A102. We will have the day. Oh, it happened on the same day, which is the 10th. So basically that's 48. They didn't specify how we received it. So I'll issue a receipt. It will go under analysis. It will also go under bank. Someone asked me what results in an amount not going under analysis. Guys, please check under podcast where I spoke about journals, because I spoke about this many a times. Okay. Some of them I recorded them. I saved them as revision for grade 8 August exam. Go to those and watch them, rewatch them. I said to you, it'll not go under analysis of receipts if it's a direct deposit, credit card sales, or if it was an EFT received, paid to us. It won't go under analysis of receipts. If they don't say any of those, then it goes to analysis of receipts. Okay, then it'll go to bank as 48, and then it'll go under debtors control, because A Adams was a debtor. It'll go under receipts. That's the money we received. No discount was given to this person. That's it. A Adams was a debtor, so we will record it under debtors control receipts. That's the money we received. Under receipts, you record the money you received. You receive, be blessed. All right. Okay. It's doing its own thing now. Let's get to this one here. 13, it says that sold goods on credit. Guys, we have done that before. Selling goods on credit, where does it go? Oh my word. It goes to the DJ. Okay, selling goods on credit, it'll go to the DJ. Because we sold goods on credit, when we record that in the DJ, we needed to know the first source document number, which was D381. This will be D382. The day was the 13th. It was our retrieve, and the selling price was 2024. You will just take that 2024, multiplied by 100, and divided by 200. It'll give you cost of sales amounting to 1,012. Done with it. Be smart, smarties. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Bought Now here we are not selling. What's happening? We are buying goods on credit. So that goes to the CJ. Because we bought goods, that's trading stock. Two accounts affected there is creditors control and trading stock. So it goes back to the beginning game, guys. All right. So what are we going to have here? We're going to have, because we are buying from the creditor, is it the same creditor that we are buying from? But even if it's the same creditor, we cannot assume the same source document. We're supposed to have been given another source document there. Okay. I'll just say it's invoice I'll say it's invoice C111. Okay. It will be invoice C111. I don't like past papers because sometimes I only realize the mistakes when I'm going through the thing. Okay. So it'll be C111. Okay. Did I say C? I'll say C211. Okay. Triple C211. It'll be invoice C211. Okay, adjust it as well in your question paper. I'll just show you shortly how I adjusted it. So in my question paper, this is what I did. I wrote it as invoice C211. Invoice C211. Okay. You can't just assume that when you in the creditors journal, you can't assume that the invoice numbers are in sequence because we are buying from different creditors. Note that the first creditor that we bought from was not Pixie. Okay, it was not Pixie, it was someone else. It was KK Supply. So we can't continue with the same document number, all right? Because we got these source documents from different people and they will use different numbers. So what are we going to have here? We're going to have C11. It is the day was the 13th. It's from Pixie Traders. Isn't this a production, movie production or production, whatever? Yeah, I think so. Pixie, especially for cartoons. And then it shows that study lamp. Yeah, I think so. All right. Creators control will be 9,340, and under trading stock, you will have 9,340. Okay. Says that we bought two computers and paid by direct deposit 9,120. Guys, they did not say that 9,120 is for each computer. That's why I said read the English carefully. So that means that 9,120, because that's what we paid, is for both computers. So read the question carefully. Because sometimes I can say that they bought two computers and paid 9,120 for each computer. So that means you didn't pay 9,120 in total. You paid 18,240. You just multiply that by 2. Okay. But because they said paid, guys, that gives it away. Computers, it's equipment, we know that. This will go to the CPJ because we paid, Jacob. All right. And we will record this in the cash payments journal as BS. It was a direct deposit. Day was the 13th. We paid it to, it's just cashed, right? Yeah, they didn't specify from whom we bought, right? Did I specify? Is whom we bought, correct? Okay, English is Englishing. Um, and obviously I'm gonna take that because we have for equipment. I'm gonna take that to sundry and write it as equipment. We good? Okay, guys. Then it says in 18, it says that we paid Farah's wholesalers 7,900 in settlement of ZZ Traders account of 8,200. Guys, read the English there. Who is Farah to us? And who is paying who here? We as ZZ Traders are the ones that are paying Farah. And how much did we pay them? We paid them 7,900. How much did we owe them? We owed them 8,200. And what does settlement mean? Settlement means we paid off. So after making that payment of 7,900, we no longer owe Farah's wholesalers. It means Farah's wholesalers is a creditor, guys. So since we no longer owe them and we only paid them 7,900, yet we were owing them 8,200, then what is the difference? Guys, think about it. You owe me 200 Rand and then you pay me 150. And then I'm like to you, Ntanga, it's fine. This 150, it's fine. I'm writing off your debt. What is the other 50 Rand? I'm giving it to you as a discount, guys. Okay. Similarly here, the difference between 8,200 and 7,900 is a discount that we received from Farah wholesalers. So it'll be 7,900 over there. So the difference, how much will be the difference here? It will be 8,200 minus 9,000, 7,900. So the discount was 300 Rand. Okay. Let's record it in the cash payments journal. So we're gonna have BS. Can they say it's a direct deposit? Oh, they said it's a direct deposit. No, they didn't say. They didn't say it's a direct deposit. I'm reading something. That is a different transaction there. They just said we paid Farah's wholesalers in settlement of our account. Obviously, guys, the payment is either we pay by EFT or direct deposit. So either way, or we go and swipe. But either way, it means the source document, since they said nothing about us receiving a receipt, it means the source document there will just be bank statement, because it's either we swipe or we can't be carrying cash and going to the creator to pay in cash, right? So I'm gonna have BS there, which is on the 18th. We paid for us wholesalers. I didn't have space to write everything here. And the bank will have the amount we paid, which was 7,900, and the payments under creator's control, because Faras Wholesalers is a creditor because we had an account with them. That's how we know he's a creditor. And the payments in the creator's control, you put in the amount you paid, which is 7,900. And then how much were we owing? We were owing 8,200, but we only paid 7,900. That means the 300 rand was a discount we received because they said we settled the account. Settled means we paid it off, guys. Settled means we paid it off. All right, done with that one. Obviously, I even forgot to write what we needed to write there, which was because we were the ones that were paying, it was going to go to the CPJ, right? It was going to go to the CPJ. And then it says the next one. Now we are the ones that are receiving a direct deposit. There you just stop and then you just write it there, CRJ. Okay? J again. In settlement of his account. So this person was owing us 4,500, but they didn't pay us 4,500. They paid us 4,500 less the discount. So, and the first option, guys, is for you to calculate the discount by taking 4,500, multiplying it by 5%, and then you get the discount amount, okay? How much do we get as the discount amount? So you will take 4,500, multiply by 5%, and then it'll give you 225. So that is the discount we gave this person here, okay? Why am I saying we gave it to this person? It's because it's the debtor that was paying us. Peters was our debtor because we received that money. So how much exactly did we receive? We received 4,500 minus 225. It was 225, right? I hope I'm not wrong. Okay, let's see. Hope I'm not wrong. Yes, it's 225. So you will take 4,500 minus that 225. So it's just minus the answer. It'll give you, this is how much we actually received from this person. It's 4,000, how much? Forget that. It's 4,275. 4,275. This is how much we received from this person. And when you add these two amounts, it means this person actually doesn't owe us anymore because the 225 was a discount and we received 4,275. So how do we record this, guys? We are going to record this in our cash receipts journal, and it'll be, was it a direct deposit? Let me just check if it was a direct deposit or not. They said it is a direct deposit. Now, since it's a direct deposit, it means that we can't issue a receipt for this one, okay? The source document used will be BS. Which is just the bank statement, meaning that it can't go under analysis. It will go straight to bank, okay? And when we record it, it'll be BS. It's E Peters, it goes straight on the bank. Discount was 225. Okay. So under receipt, you put in the amount that we received, which is 4,275. And the 225 was just the discount received. Okay. Wow, now I'm showing you everything. Okay, that's what we will have. Let's move on to the next one. The next one says that a fixed deposit. Oh, this was my problem solving. I liked it. It was so nice. So this one needed you to think. You couldn't just get it. You needed to think. You needed to have listened carefully to all our class discussions for you to be able to answer this. It says that the fixed deposit at ABC Bank of 10,000 matured on the 4th of May. Now, what matters to you right now is the fact that we received a direct deposit from ABC Bank, which is 12,000 Rand. That's what matters right now. So normally this is discussed in detail in grade 10. But this was just my problem solving. I think it's around 3 marks if so. So if you didn't get this right, you just lose 3 or 4 marks. I don't remember. So you needed to understand because I've said this so many times. Question is how many of you were listening? I said to you as a person, you can put money on the side, or you can take that money and trade, which is what most of you like. But if you take your money and invest it with a bank, you put it in what we call a fixed deposit. So a fixed deposit means that you're going to put your money in that account for a specific period. So let's say 5 years, you're going to put it there for 5 years, meaning that for 5 years, you can't take that money out. That's what a fixed deposit is. But after 5 years, when that money comes back to you, it won't come back the same as the amount you put in. It'll come back with interest. Okay, so note that here we had a fixed deposit of 10,000 Rand. Matured means you're getting it back. So you're receiving it back from your investment. But now you're no longer receiving 10,000 Rand. You're now receiving 12,000 Rand. It means that it came back with interest. And how much interest will that be? The interest will be 2,000 Rand. So when you record it in the cash receipts journal, you'll put it as, well, they didn't specify that we received it as a direct deposit or not. Did they specify? Or they said we received it as a direct deposit. Okay, we received a direct deposit. So again here, our source document will be your bank statement. We will have nothing under analysis. And under bank, we'll have 12,000. Because we don't have a column for fixed deposit here, that 10,000, which was the original fixed deposit, you will take it to sundry and record it there as fixed deposit. Okay. And the bank, as I said, it will be 12,000. So 10,000 is a fixed deposit. You write ABC Bank. And the 2,000 will be interest on fixed deposit. That's all. Let's move on. Says B below you requested a rebate or a refund for damaged goods bought on the 4th of May. Let's go to the 4th of May and check out what they're talking about there. On the 4th of May, which is this one here, we sold goods to B below. So that refund or rebate is a reduction of the purchase price. And the reduction of the purchase price goes to debtors allowances general because B below is a debtor to us. If B below was a creditor, it was going to go to creditors allowances general, meaning it will have been us requesting the refund. But here it's not us requesting the refund. The refund is requested by B below, but it's not a cash refund because this person did not pay us in the first place. This person bought goods on credit. So basically, even though it's written as a refund, it's basically an allowance. Now, where do we record allowances by debtors? We record them in the debtors allowances journal. So I will have here CN04 was the document number given. Hey, this past paper is not making sure. No, there was no source document given, so I'll just write it as CN 04. Okay, I'll just write it there. Credit note number 04 was issued. Credit note number 04 was issued to B. Baloyi. It. Is this Brian Baloyi? Just wondering. Okay, just to show you what I was correcting here so that you do the same. So I included this credit note number 04 was issued to B. Baloyi, giving us the credit note number. So when I write it here, I will have 04 and it will be 152 under debtors allowances. But because this is an allowance where there is an allowance or overcharge or price reduction, since that's what it is, we will have 0 under cost of sales. All right, let's move on. The next one says KK suppliers forgot to allow 10% trade discount on goods bought on the 7th of May issued. So it's us issuing a debit note 56 to correct this, okay? It's either we issue a debit note or we receive a credit note from KK suppliers. Now, what are they talking about here? So I have to go back. Oh, come on. So when I go back here, okay, okay, this thing keeps on popping. When I go back here, I'm gonna go to the 7th. Oh, so they said it's 10% on what exactly? Is it on the total purchase price? Oh, they say just on goods. Goods is merchandise, by the way. So only on merchandise. They didn't give us a discount, only on merchandise. not the total price, but only on merchandise. So you're going to have to go back and check what merchandise, the cost price of the merchandise was. It was this 3,220. You will say, take that 3,220 and put it under creditors allowances journal. The source document here will be DN56. Date will be the 22nd. Credit will be KK suppliers. Under creditors, you'll have 322, and it was for trading stock, which is 322. Okay, this takes me so long. Somehow, some of my students finish like 15 minutes before, 20 minutes before, some of them. Whilst others actually write till the end. Guys, be careful when you finish early. Yeah. When you finish early, you must just know that you're not doing things properly. You must make sure you do things properly. Okay? I'm not saying you must be too slow, but guys, you can't move that fast. If it takes me so long to finish just this, and you just manage to finish this and have 30 minutes to spare, nah, nah, I'm gonna be KO right now and say nah. Okay, so we received an invoice. Well, I did that already. Oh no, we didn't do this. I'm jumping here. I'm jumping. So the owner draws the following for personal use. So these are drawings. So the owner took trading stock. When the owner takes trading stock, where do we record it? It can't be the CJ. It can't be CPJ. Where do we record it? Exactly, you don't know. So because you don't know where this is recorded, leave it out. Okay? If you're going to continue with accounting for next year, you will know where it needs to go. I just put it there just to confuse people, to check if people know what they're doing. And then this one here, the owner took cash. Where will that go? It means we are paying the owner, guys. It goes to the CPJ. The owner took cash, that will go to the CPJ. Actually, the owner taking trading stock will go to what we call the general journal. You will do that next year, right? Which is the last journal we left with, and then we're done with the journals. It should take us 2 weeks, and then we're done with journals. Then we're gonna move to serious things in grade 10. All right. That amount I will report it in the CPJ. We're gonna have BS. Then day will be 22. And the details is, was it ZZ? Where is Zizi coming from now? Did I miss something here? Okay, we did KK, and then after KK, it's this one here. Okay. I understand why it's Zizi now. It's because Zizi is actually the owner. Okay. I was like, hey, who's Zizi now? Zizi is actually the owner here. And we're gonna have, was it 500? You see, I'm making sure. You must make sure, guys. I'm making sure to make sure that everything is pashash, right? And then it goes under sundry because we don't have drawings. We don't have a column for drawings there. Let's move on. The next one. The bank returned direct deposit received from P. Peters on the 18th. The full transaction must be cancelled, okay? I'm going to have to go back to the 18th now and see how much did ZZ actually pay. On the 18th, we received 4,275 from ZZ. The other one was a discount. The discount will be cancelled in the general journal. As I've said, we will do that later. But this payment was recorded in the CRJ. Do you remember that? Let's see the 18th in the CRJ. So on the 18th, there is this payment. It was recorded there as received. The payment that was received, we're going to cancel it. And to cancel it, CRJ means we are receiving money. So to cancel it, you need to pay it out. Even though we're not actually paying it out, we're just recording it in the CPJ. We did discuss this at some point in class. We will record it. Then when you cancel the payment, you put it here as our, no, did I miss something here? Why am I having employee now? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm in a rush. I actually missed two. The first one is this one here. Sorry for that. We paid wages. So since we paid wages, that will go to the CPJ, obviously, because we paid money. And when we write it in the CPJ, under details, we'll have employee, as you saw, and the bank will have the money that we paid, which is 1,800. We don't have a column for wages, so you will take that to sundry as wages. Sorry for that. I'm in a rush. Yeah, it's been a long day. And then it says we drew 260. The fact that we drew 260, and this is to replace the petty cash amount so that it goes back to 500. So the money that we withdrew will go to the cash payments journal as petty cash in this case, because it was not for personal use. Instead, it was for petty cash. So you're going to have cashed, and then under sundry, you'll have petty cash. Okay. Next one. It says that, oh, this is the one that we were talking about. So when we cancel it, we'll cancel it in the CPJ. You'll have BS, day will be the 24th, and that will be P Peters. P Peters, guys, was a debtor. So we don't have a column for debtors control. Here you only record the cash amount that was received. The discount, as I said, we will cancel it in the general journal. You will learn about that next year, guys. Since you didn't know that interest must be cancelled in the general journal, it will have been easy for you because you will know that, oh, I don't know where to record this, so I'm leaving it out. Okay. And it will be recorded in the general journal. For this one, the payment will be cancelled in the cash payments journal, and you just write debtors control, and that's it. Let's move on. The last one says we received a bank statement. It showed an amount of 185 for interest on favorable balance. So that goes to the CRJ. It was interest. If it was, oh, come on, I missed another one. I missed the 27th. So we received an invoice there, which was C215. Please correct that in your handout from Pixie Traders for goods bought on credit. Oh, that is interesting there. So we're going to take that 1,480 and make sure we record it at an amount excluding a trade discount because we do not record a trade discount. So I'm going to multiply this by 100%, and then from this 100% minus 2.5%. So we'll minus 2.5%. And how much will we receive here? 1,480 multiplied by 100, shift percentage, minus 2.5, which is 2.5, shift percentage, close brackets. So these goods, we bought them for 1,444. We'll record them because we bought goods on credit, okay? It goes to the CJ, creditors journal. We bought goods. So they told you what we bought. Goods is trading stock. So be careful. Because if you bought equipment, we're going to write it under equipment. Because we bought goods here, it'll be recorded under trading stock in the CJ. All right. Now the last one. Whew, it's been a while. We received. So I said if it's interest, if it's interest on favorable bank balance, it goes to the CRJ. We have done this many times, guys. You should know this by now. Bank charges and interest on unfavorable will be recorded in the CPJ. So this one will be recorded in the CRJ because it's interest on favorable. It will be recorded in the CRJ. You're probably wondering why in the CRJ, guys. It was in the bank statement. The fact that it's in the bank statement, it means we have already received the money. Bank statement is a statement you get from the bank, which tells you about the movements of cash in your account. The fact that you got interest on favorable balance, it means you got interest on a positive balance, and that will be interest income. You received it. That's why we record it in the CRJ. When we record it in the CRJ, they didn't tell us the name of the bank here. But normally you will write the name of the bank. Who do we bank with here? Let me just check. Who do we bank with? Maybe I missed that. I know we received money from ABC Bank, but is that the person that we bank with? Okay, I'll need to modify this, okay? I'll just say Nice Bank. We received a bank statement from Nice Bank because that is the person that we bank with here. Why must past papers have mistakes? Okay. So we're gonna have Nice Bank there. I should have taken the journal that I asked last year, but we are here anyway. I took this from one of the DVE papers. Just wanted to give you guys a different way of being asked. Yeah, but it has a lot of mistakes. But anyway, we managed to correct it. That's not a big deal at all. Why is it not reflecting here? I corrected it, but it's not reflecting here. Okay. So it's Nice Bank. We received a bank statement from Nice Bank. Okay. So now I'm giving you the name of the bank. All right. That's it. Takes me straight to the CPJ, and I'm looking for the CRJ. So this is what we're gonna have. You're gonna have Nice Bank there. It's interest on income, or you can just write it as interest on favorable bank balance or interest on current account. Any of those will be fine, okay? And these are the totals you'll get. Let me just show you mark allocation. So since you've watched this, you can write it on your own and then check what you got wrong and just Give yourself a total, count the total marks and what you got there. Guys, you need to practice, practice. That's what makes you to be perfect. As I always say, guys, consistency is a sign of success because success is born from consistency. Consistency, when you're consistent in something, you become experienced, and when you experience, you stand a high probability of being successful. If you don't try, the probability of success is zero because it's nothing over the total trials that you could possibly have in life, which is impossible trials. Okay. Let me just go back to the first journal here just to show you how you will mount this. Then here, wait, how did I miss 23 here? I don't remember going through 23. Yes, I didn't go through 23 because it's not here. Come on now. Okay, let me quickly check what I missed here. Um, for section number 23, I somehow missed it when I was typing, so I had to retype it quickly. RETIF returned goods amounting to 380. So what I did here is that obviously RETIF, when you go back, you will have noticed that we actually sold goods to RETIF. So the fact that we sold goods to him, I'm just trying to check which is on the 13th. We sold goods to RETIF, which was in the DJ. The fact that RETIF is returning goods, it means the debtor is returning goods. And when the debtor returns goods, that transaction will be reported in the debtor's allowances journal. Okay. Remember, guys, if there's no cost of sales for a transaction, you write zero or a dash to show me that there is nothing there. If you don't write anything, I assume that you were rushing through the paper and you wanted to come back or you were not sure, so you get no mark. So by writing zero a dash, you will basically get 2 marks, okay? All right, I don't know if we marked this already, but here are the ticks. And these are the ticks for creditors allowances journal. For cash payments journal, we have done the ticks already. I mean, for cash receipts, cash payments journal, here are the ticks. All right. Try this one out. General ledger, guys, you can go to podcast or playlist and check videos on the general ledger before you try this one out. Please try it on your own, okay? And the accounts that are required will be this one here and this one over here, as well as cost of sales. Right, guys, please check out the next video for solutions to this puzzle.